that comes with being able to moderate, you know, substances, even something as simple as food, into your life.
A touch of the gloves, and they're off.
I mean, I used to love food when I was 300 pounds, and I still love food now at 225. Here we got Solomon Reed here as taking command of the center of the Combat-A-Gon here.
Buzzed him.
And once after he tasted that, Josh Lindsey tasted that first shot, man, you can't just back up like this because Solomon Reed smells blood in the water.
And he's
continuing on. Yep, the referee is just looking to stop this one right here.
He's going to get a standing eight
count. Josh Lindsey needs to realize, man, once my opponent has landed at least, you know, more than 5 consecutive unanswered shots, I need to circle off the cage. I can't just sit there and continue to take shots in. Josh's corner is instructing him to keep on circling. That's what he needs to do. You don't want to be straight, dead on, especially when it comes to these heavyweights, right there smack dab in the center of these punches.
Josh hanging in there.
And now he's starting to, he has a cut over the left eyelid there of Josh Lindsey. He's starting to bleed a little bit. Solomon just continues to pop that jab and just coming forward.
He needs to keep moving. He needs to not just stand right in front of Solomon Reed.
Yeah, exactly. We've got 30 seconds left in this first round here. Josh Lindsey needs to breathe. I haven't noticed his mouth open not one time. I think when fighters get in there, they need to realize I need to breathe in through my nose and out through my mouth. I can't just hold it in as I'm punching or as I'm getting punched. Efficient breathing would definitely go a long way.
Good roll there. The effects of the strikes of Solomon Reed are all over the face of Josh Lindsey.
Yeah, that left hand is bloodied up. 10 seconds left here in the very first round here. The volume of punches slowed down a little bit here for Solomon, but he's already done enough to win this first round. Now it's just a matter about what is the corner of Josh Lindsey going to do? What are they going to say back to him headed into the second round here?
Head movement, feet movement. Movement.
You know, especially with these heavyweights, man, you don't want to just stand there right in the front and just let your opponent, you know, sling punches nonstop left and right on him.
I know what I would tell my guy. Tie him up. I know there's no clinching. Don't let someone just stand there and uncork on you. Tie him up.
Yeah, exactly.
Get him to break you up.
Yeah, I get every time I tie somebody up, that gives me at least a good 3 to 5 seconds to breathe. You know, I tie him up, 1 Mississippi, 2, the referee comes, all right, guys, break it up, don't do it again. That right there has give me a good 5-second break.
Yeah.
But you got to know these, you know, these little, you know, tricks of the trade. If in between corners and stuff like that, if I need an extra break, I may, you know, spit my mouthpiece out or forget in the bucket. Different things like that, you know.
You can't just stand there and endure a flurry like that.
No, you can't. Because Solomon's Reed corner probably tell him, hey man, you can finish this guy in the second round. Just continue with those punches and continue keeping him right there at the end of your jab. And follow up with a power cross. Follow up with that. He had a head kick there. I'm surprised it didn't knock Josh Lindsey out there in the very first minute of round up. There, I just said it. And he landed. He needs to just set it up with the jab. Oh. And again, he went left kick, right kick. And you would think that Josh Lindsey would bring his hands up to watch out for those. Most of the time you don't see heavy head kicks out here from big guys like this, but you know, Solomon Reed there, he's flexible. He can get it up there. Josh is just ducking his head down and just throwing punches. But as you're throwing punches, you're not blocking any of punches. Or like we mentioned, head movement, moving out the way of those punches there by Solomon Reed.
Josh tougher than a $2 steak.
Yeah, I mean, give credit to him. He's still in there. I thought he was going to be finished in the first round. But a minute left in the second round here, bloody left eye, and he's still there. He hasn't been finished yet. But you almost wonder, like, if Solomon, you know, as his gas tank sort of dissipated, as he, you know, let it all up there in that first round, and as Josh Lindsey's here, he's starting to build up that momentum as we go here halfway through the second round.
Josh working the body some, but he needs to land something and get a little bit of respect from Solomon Reed. Solomon Reed kind of trudging forward now, yeah, so he may be spent.
He's taking a couple heavy deep breaths here out of Solomon.
So wise to still hit that body. I think a push kick would work nicely now. Try and keep that distance. More even round.
Yeah, that was definitely a lot more even round there. But it's like at that halfway point, at that 1 minute mark there of the second round, that's when we sort of see the changing of the tides there by Josh Lindsey. Now, what is he going to capitalize off of? What are some of the things that worked in the second round that he's going to take with him to carry over into this third round? Because depending upon the judges, never leaves to the judges' hands. I give that first one without a doubt to Solomon Reed. Some judges may have still give that second round there to Solomon Reed as well. So if you're looking at Josh Lindsey, man, you're down 2 rounds to none. What are you going to? You need a finish.
You need a finish, and if I was his corner, I would be pointing out he looks gassed.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So if you've got the cardio, you got to push the pace this third round and put some combos together and do something to put some damage on Solomon Reed and get him in trouble and maybe flurry him out.
Yeah, exactly. I think Solomon Reed is a tough dude. I don't know necessarily if Josh Lindsey has enough power in the tank in the third round to knock him out cold, but I definitely think that if where his cardio lies and a little bit edge here going into the third round, he definitely, due to just an onslaught of punches, non-stop, unanswered punches, he can get the referee to stop things here.
Solomon Reed can just keep doing what he's been doing.
Yeah, just pop him forward with that jab, add another high head kick. He needs to just turn that jab a little bit over, though. He's hitting him with his fingernails, with his fingertips, instead of turning it over and landing with the knuckles. That is what is going to, do damage and keep Josh Lindsey away from him. Now in this third round here, Josh Lindsey, he's the one that's coming forward at him.
Checked. Tried to kick that back leg. Dropped his mouthpiece. He might be using the old
the spit it, the spit it out trick, man. Why not?
There's only about a minute left.
Yeah, and in this minute left here, like I continue to say, halfway through that second round, that's where Josh Lindsey started to take things over here. If I'm Solomon Reed, man, I definitely do not want to lose this fight after the phenomenal first round performance I had. I don't just want to throw it all away, and that's halfway through that second and now in the third round here. He needs to continue to come forward. The person who takes control and command of the center of that combatant there is going to win this fight. The person here who lands more volume, even if it doesn't land, depending upon some of the judges' stance, if I just see the guy just wailing punches, they're thinking that it's landing. So just volume, just throw. Pops that mouthpiece out there.
Josh has got to move forward. Can't just wait in front of him. He's got to be the aggressor.
Yeah, heading on that 10-second mark. There he is again. It's all with that high head kick.
Looks like these guys are going to slug it out to the end.
Yeah, and this is what a heavyweight battle or heavyweight war looks like.
Absolute war between Solomon Reed and Josh Lindsey.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, the judges have reached a decision, a split decision at that, for your winner out of the blue corner, Solomon Reed.